I think Europe Day is a great moment to celebrate not only Europe and not only what brings us together, but also music, culture, creativity and art. And that's what we're trying to do tonight with the bands coming from Norway, from Belgium, from France. On stage tonight we also had speakers from Spain, from Iceland, from the UK.
Yeah, I think the European project is kind of like inherently utopian and like a bit of a creative dream, and I think it kind of reflects the values of a lot of musicians as well. And I think that like music is really, really important at these times where people are trying to put up borders and break down connections between people. I think that as well as, you know, the actual physical act of creating something alongside somebody, the music is a really good conduit for social progression and like sharing ideas.
Ici c'est marrant, par exemple ici en Belgique, d'être dans une ville où tu peux parler 3 langues, voire peut-être même 4 des fois, je sais pas, j'ai pas rencontré tout le monde, mais c'est marrant de se dire que c'est à 3-4 heures de voiture de la France et que c'est un peu pareil tout en étant différent. Donc voilà, je pense que c'est un peu ça le rôle.
We're actually witnessing a kind of music that we're able to support via the project Liveurope. And it's kind of nice to see how music brings young people together, people that we're not always usually in touch with.
I think it should be the standard, really. An event like this shouldn't be extraordinary. This should be common throughout Europe. There should be events like this in every country. There should be festivals like this everywhere, not just for the major bands, but also for upcoming acts.
I think it says a lot about us that we have a lot more in common than we have as differences, and those differences are actually really worth celebrating.
Wat ons het meeste getriggerd heeft, is Europese muziek. Als je teruggaat naar elektronische muziek, de meeste spullen waar wij door geïnspireerd zijn Europees. Van IPAM tot het Natlab in Eindhoven, Duitse groepen, Kraftwerk. Ik bedoel, eigenlijk is heel ons verhaal volledig Europees.
Ik denk dat dit wel een super fijne context is om diversiteit echt te vieren. En het is fijn om zoveel verschillende mensen samen te zien op één locatie.
With this concert, we see that there's a possibility, especially in this very complicated political context, to put culture, creativity and youth at the heart of the European narrative.
A day like this with different kinds of music and speeches in between and everything, it brings people together, and music always kind of does.
The art, the music, the creativity goes beyond the limits of the states, of the language, of the borders, and brings people together much more thousands of speeches.
What unites us is much bigger than what is trying to divide us. And we see it everywhere in Europe. There are forces trying to divide us right now. But with nights like this, we can show that we are together as Europeans and that we're going to continue fighting.